So you shouldn't have to force people to want to be better. You shouldn't have to force people to want to get in the gym, want to improve their runs, want to improve their lifestyle, want to improve anything that they want to really do in life. I shouldn't be the one trying to force them into doing those things, because at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, you won't do it. And if you really wanted to, you would put in the time. And I don't want to hear the excuses, oh, I got to go to work, or I got kids, or I got to do this, XYZ. If you really wanted to figure something out, you can figure it out, and you would make the time to do it. And a lot of you know this already, but I'm just trying to reiterate the fact that a lot of people are just lazy. They don't want to break out of their shell, break out of their comfort zone into becoming that person that they said they wanted to be. Because if they really wanted to, I shouldn't have to text you at 5 a.m. I shouldn't have to text you when the market opens. I shouldn't have to text you, oh, I'm at the gym right now. I shouldn't have to text you, call you, hey, it's time to wake up. Because if you really wanted to wake up, grind, whatever the pathway you really wanted to take, you would somehow figure it out. And one of my boys, he's dealing with this issue, and he told me about it. But essentially, he's just trying to improve his running times, so like his mile splits. And he created a group chat where he'd provide insight on, like, hey, I ran X amount of miles today, or hey, I'm doing this today, hey, I'm doing that today. Just trying to obviously improve his runs, giving some tips on maybe you should do some sprints, or maybe you should do this in order to improve your time. Hey, there's a race going on in New York City, you want to do this. And like there's probably like 10, 12 people in that chat, but only like a select 3-4 people actually respond and actually do what they got to do. So I remember one morning, like he texted me and just, or he didn't text me, but I looked in the group chat and it says so and so left the chat, and I'm like, oh shit, like he's really like, because he sent like 6 or 7 messages in a row, no one responded. So I'm like, bet. And then I just see him out of nowhere just leave the chat. And then he texted me just one day, or that same day, and he was like, I'm not going to force people to want to be better. I'm not going to force people to want to improve their mile splits. I don't want to force these people who are in this chat, who see my messages, in order to have to make them go run. Because if they really wanted to run, if they really wanted to be faster, if they really wanted to lose weight, which is the goal for a lot of these people, then they would figure it out and do their own thing and not need a babysitter to text them every morning like, hey, we're doing XYZ today. So he let me know, like, yo, I can't babysit anymore. I can't really do these things, because he's a grown ass man. They're all grown ass men in the chat, man. If you're grown, a full on grown person, not even, but you shouldn't have to have someone always be there for you, because you're not going to always have your parents, your brother, your sister, whoever is not going to be there to wake you up on those days where you feel like shit. And majority of the times you're going to feel like ass. You're not going to feel like doing whatever you want to do. Like today I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm still out here. I'm still sticking to my agenda, my schedule that I had to post 3 times a week. I'm still doing the things that I need to do without other people having to be fucking on my ass. Like, yo, you got to do this. Yo, you got to do this. And especially if you're trying to take on a career where it's not a stable 9 to 5, or it's not a stable just career path, where you want to be your own boss. You're your own boss. You make your own hours, you make your own schedule, so you have to abide by that. No one's going to tell you to clock in at this time. No one's going to tell you when you could take a shit. No one's going to tell you when you could fucking pull out your phone. Like, no, if you want to take a nap, you can take a nap. But if you want to be your own boss, you got to stick to a rigid, or just a schedule. It doesn't have to be necessarily rigid, but just something you'll follow. And a lot of people don't do that, but a lot of people do want to be their own boss. It kind of doesn't make sense. You see the irony in that. You want to be your own boss, but you don't want to do the things that are necessary in order to do that. So that's my message for today. So stop being a lazy fuck. Go out, go do something today and be your own boss. Don't have the need to have someone always tell you, all right, it's time to grind. You don't need those motivational videos. You don't need all that bullshit. Just get out and go do it, because you're not going to feel like doing it 90% of the time anyway. So just go out and do it regardless of how you feel. Peace.